evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and good evening, and good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Ohm Service Live with me, Marky Mark from SoulOhm Reviews. We've got Steve BFG from Tales from the Ohm. We've got the legendary, the wonderful Betty Dillygaff at his stands as well. Oh! There you go. Can't go better than an intro.
No, I was wondering what the hell was going on. I was on the wrong fucking channel. You said that's right, we're going live, and I thought, right, what's happened? The intro's not changed. Where's the intro? Oops, it was on last week's show. What a dick.
Good evening, everyone. And
please remember to change to live chat, Stephen. Tit. Evening all.
You alright there, BFG?
No need to call me a tit, and I did. I suppose I'd better say hello to lovely people in... My God, there's a fair few.
There is a fair few.
Dear Lord.
35 at the present moment.
And I see one of my partners in crime from Sunday.
Ooh.
Less but more of that later. Mr. Richards, good evening, Black Country Vapor. Lovely to see you, Stevie. Flashy 1221. Oh, what was it? 1221?
No, 1221.
1221.
1221.
Daily Bops. Buggles. Gav Evans, good evening, sir. Festus, dude, missed you. J. Jerry, welcome.
Jerry.
The lovely, spicy Mama Vapes.
Buggles.
Kentucky Bill, dude. Fist bump. My co-host, well, my host from Sunday and co-conspirator in the game afterwards, dude. That was dark. Kira, good evening. Lovely to see you. Liz, snuggles. Hello. And a little bit of friendly finger as well. Manic, good evening. Mark H, lovely to see you, mate. I hope things went well at the shop. Paul Anderson, good evening. Shane Gibson, dude. Simon, Hog XL. Size isn't everything, Simon.
Hog XL.
Tammy, good evening. Wonderful to see you. Buggles. Timmy, our lovely YTS.
Oh, YTS, a lovely dimmer.
I hope you're well, dude. Really do. The ever gorgeous, wonderful, sexy, and just so Vapor Bunny. Good evening. Ooh. The ever wonderful Irish is with us, dude. I thought I was dark. He beat me hands down. Mobro! Helicopter! And last but by no means least, Wayne Sterling, good evening. Fee, sorry, you snuck in the back door there, dude, and I didn't even feel it. Right.
Ooh,
Andy Summers,
Andy Summers.
Good evening. And I think...
No, one more. Sheboygan!
Right, I think that is everybody. And thank you for that, Bill. Yes, you will indeed find if you hit the thumbs up, it gives you a warm and fuzzy feeling, and you sleep much better at night.
Those definitely.
I'm up here.
What?
Simon, no worries, mate. I appreciate it was Master Baker, but...
We gathered that.
Sorry, dude. Irish Dark, me, I'm a ray of sunshine, BFG. Evening, Craig, how you doing? Hope you're well, mate. Right, I think that's everybody. I think it may be time to lube up my thumb. Paul, dinner first. We're not cheap.
as long as it's not the hot, chilly, tingly stuff.
Oh, I don't know. I might be up for some of that later.
Oh no, it's bad enough you get ring sting after eating a vindaloo or something like that, but no.
The legend that is Zan is with us. Good
Fist
evening,
bump, sonny
Zan.
boy.
Hope you're well, mate. Right, well, what's been happening, boys? Let's update people. Mark, what you been up to, dude?
I've not been very well.
Oh,
I've been poorly, sick and jobby. I haven't had the SoulOhms, don't worry. But no, honestly, I've had a really bad stomach. I don't know what it is. Every time I start eating something, I end up feeling a bit nauseous. Is the best way of explaining it. So yeah, not being very well. Normally I do me me up and closes and all that lot on my weekend is Tuesday and Wednesdays and no, I was on the couch. Just not feeling great, so if I'm not as hoo-ha and giddy-ha-ha today, it's because I just don't feel a little bit under the weather. That's all.
oh, bless you.
I could quite happily get a quilt and hot water bottle and just snuggle up.
I'd much rather recommend a bunny. Snuggling up with a bunny is far nicer. They're small, they're furry.
I wasn't thinking of that, Bonnie.
Yeah, bad man. Good evening, Dion, and good evening, the lovely Dawn.
Hello, Dawn.
I hope I didn't miss you off the list, darling. But lovely to see Pasty in the house. So, Betty, update us, darling. What have you been doing?
Really much the same as Mark, to be honest with you. This week's been pants. Literally. I've been feeling a bit under the weather myself, to be honest. There's just not enough hours in the day for me to get sleep.
Yeah.
And I've been waking up in the morning just feeling absolutely bloody drained. I don't know if it's the fact that I was off for like nearly 5 months on furlough, and then obviously moving house and getting everything done in here has just started to catch up with me. It's maybe that, but hopefully next week I'll feel a hell of a lot better.
I don't know about you, but all I want to do is sleep.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Well, the problem is, I'll be honest with you, I'm not sleeping, though. I can go to sleep, but I can't stay asleep, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Exactly same as myself.
So, it's like tonight, I've really fancied my dinner. I started eating, Jana's made a lovely dinner. And it's all like, I literally had 2 mouthfuls, and I'm thinking, I'm going to be sick. I literally am going to, and I've been like that for about a week now.
Yeah, I'm the same. I mean, yesterday morning I felt pretty nauseous. I said that to Jules after I had my dinner tonight. It feels like my stomach's doing somersaults.
No,
I don't know. It could be a change in the weather. It could be something else. I mean, the amount of other crap that's doing the rounds at the moment, in the tail of the COVID-19, there's a load of other crap that's going around at the moment as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's face it, the weather's literally gone from summer to winter.
Yeah.
So
and the thing is, with you, Mark, you being in the shop, you're dealing with a hell of a lot of the general public. And now, as I say, as I was saying to you guys in chat before we actually come in here, what my company's got me doing now is I've got to go and check anybody who comes into the depot. We've got to do a questionnaire on them. It's basically a track and trace style thing that we're doing at the depot, and it's been down to me. I've got to take everybody's temperature, subcontractors, customers, and things like that come in through the door. So whether I've picked up something for them, I don't know, but I just hope to God it's not the SoulOhms.
Well,
yeah, I mean, touch word, no SoulOhms.
If you will use that anal thermometer.
Yeah, but the thing is, you'll only use the anal thermometer once because it's like testing a PP3 battery.
What he's not telling you, folks, is the first question: how big's your willy? Would you, on a scale of 1 to 10, would you rate it as baby's arm, hamster botherer?
Hamster botherer? I've heard it all now. Hamster botherer.
Well, sounds like I'm actually surprisingly having a better week than you two. I had a great start with the Misfits on Sunday, even though I did find my microphone was unplugged. Oops.
I didn't get a chance to watch it, I've got to admit.
It was a great show. It was a great show. My good lady turned up in chat, which was a bit of a shock.
5p, 50p time.
Oh, yes, extra from Watership Down. But no, it was an absolutely brilliant show. Absolutely brilliant. A lot of stuff discussed about being a parent of a special needs child. A lot of stories, especially on how much help you got, etc., and the problems people are facing. So if you've not caught it, please do get yourself over to the Vaping Misfits and just catch the replay, because it is well worth a watch. And I think it's one that we're going to do again.
Yeah.
Because there was so much stuff we didn't actually get time to do. Flashy. Yes, I've got a missus.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to blow her up.
No, I can give this one a love bite and she doesn't fart and fly out the window. Mark's giving me that worried look.
Vinyl Vera and Lilo Lil.
No, mine's the Randy Raquel with the real human hair.
Gav's just put hashtag Steve's getting some.
Thanks, Gav.
Hi, Scott.
Even Scott.
Bad man. You bad man. Then, worst week of the year at work, because it's the audit, so not good.
Sorry, Hef.
Oh, bless you, Bunny. Thank you. See, we have the bunny thumbs of approval. For
That's always good when you've got the bunny thumbs of approval.
I'll say yes. Oh, hell yes. And to be honest, I was on bunnies on the beach as well during the show. And God, I love that juice. The coconut. Oh. Would you, sir? Would you?
Would you?
I would. I would. Oh, Tammy's better half's also in chat. Evening, Ryan. I hope I've pronounced that correct, dude. Double A's are never my good one. Oh, and Scott's in as well. Ah. Oh, and there's another new name, Itani Mullick. I hope I've pronounced that correctly.
Hello and welcome.
Greetings, dude.
Oh, it's always nice seeing you people coming in. It's always nice.
It is.
Yeah.
And Irish is... Oh, Lisbeth, good evening. I hope you're well, darling.
Lisbeth, Buggles.
Iris has just put, thanks, BFG. Now I've got an image of Bunny on the beach in my head. Much appreciated. Close enough. Cheers, dude. Appreciate that. Blimey. We got the South African posse in tonight, then.
No kidding.
Dudes.
Awesome.
Right. Well, I think we better kick off, haven't we? Because there's lots of news to cover.
Oh, you have you got some lubrication for your throat?
Some lubrication for my throat.
Yes, you've got lubrication for your throat because you're going to blooming well need it, sir.
Let me get the lubrication out.
Yeah. Ooh, look
Here's
at
the
that.
first, kiddies, isn't it?
Right. So while you do that, do you want me to put the intro?
If we would, darling.
I'll put the
Noel, good evening, sir.
News bumper.
Oh, that's cheeky.
We've got news. We've actually got a lot of news, haven't we, actually?
Yes.
Yes.
So are we sitting comfortably, children? Then Steve shall begin.
Right, where to start? Let's start with the Yanks. And apologies to our regulars who are from this wonderful country. Unfortunately, it seems to be there seems to be a large contingent of idiots in it. So the Journal of American Heart Association, who we all know love a good piece of vape scare fiction, this week carried a study from the University of California, the School of Medicine and the Huntington Medical Research Institute. The paper claims to find that coils made from nickel chromium alloy, or nichrome, when used for vaping, causes significant lung injury. So nichrome's been in use for, oh, God, what? a number of years now, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, a long time now.
Hell of a long time. And the press release talks of early results of an experimental vaping study, which, to be fair, should set alarm bells ringing straight off. That's because the published work is not complete and has skipped a peer review process and is presented by the JAHA as a special report, which never bodes well, to be fair. So studies of the cardiovascular consequences of electronic cigarettes are relevant to the American Heart Association's commitment to research and harm reduction. And I would like to add bullshit in brackets to this. They then proceed to ignore tobacco harm reduction and gloss over good research practice. So the next sentence contains an irrelevancy, a misunderstanding, and 2 lies. And that's a fair amount to pack into one sentence. Vaping can increase blood pressure, endothelial dysfunction, and a risk of myocardial infarction and stroke. Well, I've been vaping for ages and I've never had a crafty stroke. So the International Booker Committee is looking for a piece of work to consider for the next prize of fiction. They could do a lot worse than e-cigarette or vaping product use, associated lung injury produced in an animal model from electronic vapor exposure without tetrahydrocannabinol or vitamin E oil. The author believed they have identified nichrome as the true cause of America's EVALI lung outbreak. The findings were consistent with or without the use of nicotine, vitamin E oil, or tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. Why do they put these big words in?
You don't need to say it, you can just put open bracket, THC, close bracket.
I like your thinking, Stevie. Which had previously been thought to contribute to the life-threatening respiratory problem. So the senior author, Robert Cloner, declared, the results were so impactful, we felt it imperative to release the initial findings early so that electronic cigarette users could be cautioned sooner, especially considering e-cigarette users are at increased risk of COVID-19. So the translation for that, kindly produced by Planet of the Vapes, is the results were so unbelievable, we felt it an imperative to generate as much publicity for our department before anybody else could pull our work to pieces. I like that translation.
I believe that it was Dr. Farsalinos 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, that was doing a study about the heavy metals, or then the actual metals that particles that he was breathing in from vaping. And it was at the time when temperature control was a real big thing. And even back then, the case studies that they'd done, the actual amount of metals that you were breathing in was like you going outside, and anything that you breathed in from car fumes or anything like that, it was less than that from an actual vaping. So it's a lot of rubbish. It's the amount of actual metal particles that you actually breathe in from vaping is parts per trillion. Not parts per billion, parts per trillion. It's that small, a significant amount. The same kind of metals you could go outside and breathe in.
I mean, at least to me today, I mean, I was grinding and things like that at work today, so I was breathing in a shitload of metal particles.
Yeah. Well, the description from Michael Kleinman is quite amazing. Within an hour of beginning an experiment, we observed evidence of severe respiratory distress, which included laboured breathing, wheezing, and panting. Are we sure they were vaping? Because this sounds like a reaction to Pornhub to me. After analysing lung tissue from subjects...
Wait a minute.
What?
Within an hour.
Within an hour.
Somebody that can crack one off for an hour.
It does say...
Pretty good.
On that one.
It does say laboured breathing, wheezing and panting. I mean, after 30 minutes, you're going to be in some distress, aren't you?
Happens are going to be a mess, you're going to run out of socks.
After analysing lung tissue from subjects in the study, we found them to be severely compromised and observed some other serious changes, such as lung lesions. Well, you're going to, because you've just cut a chunk out of it. Red blood cell congestion, obliteration of alveolar spaces, and pneumonitis in some cases. This is all within an hour.
Within an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
But the methodology collapses after most superficial reading. Their subjects were rats, strapped up to machines delivering acute exposure for 2 hours. Zero information is provided about the type of devices used, the type of atomizer, the wick, or the juice. The authors fail to mention the puff regime adopted, nor do they give any indication of the power being delivered. Finally, no effort was made to identify the age of the nichrome used. Yeah? So due to nichrome's low resistance, as highlighted earlier, it heats up faster and leads to thermal degradation of the e-liquid at high temperatures in a dry burn scenario. So vapors who've seen it happen appreciate the impact of dry burn in a new nichrome coil. It's not fun. No. Dry hit off nichrome. No. It's not as bad as mesh, but it's not far off.
Dry it from any device.
Well, yeah, true. So the observation of high emissions are commonly attributed to dry puffing, whereby the e-cig heating filament runs dry of liquid and reaches temperatures that induce thermal degradation of the e-cig vapor components at the filament's metal surface, a dry hit. So from the sounds of it, they put these rats through inhaling dry hits for 2 hours.
Well, that means, it's just jack shit, doesn't it, really mean that? Because
Exactly.
let's face it, there's been that many studies done, the formaldehyde thing. The reason why that they found out that there was formaldehyde, they was using silica wick on like a CE4, dry hitting it. And that's where they were getting and when they actually found out the actual formaldehyde part of it, it was actually coming from the silica wick. That's why obviously we don't use silica wick anymore. But that was being used again with rats at high powered with no e-liquid.
Yeah.
And no human being would vape like that.
Nope.
That's the problem. I can appreciate it if you saw like they had liquid and there was vaping on what we would vape, up to the point where it's all like the next drawer I'm going to have is going to be a dry hit. I can appreciate it going up to that point, but these are not. They're just continuously burning it until you're actually just burning whatever material there is that's the wicked material. Which is not, it's just not real life.
Nope. All it does is back up the opinion that they went into it with. So to round up, there is one key question that this comedy of errors has not answered, and it's a very good one. So nichrome coils are used around the world. So how come the Ivali outbreak only occurred in the US amongst people using illegal black market THC liquid?
It's got literally no to do with it whatsoever.
Exactly.
It is a farcical study, top and bottom of it.
Yeah, they're trying to find something else to basically destroy vaping. That's what they're doing in a nutshell.
Oh God, yeah.
They're scraping the bottom of the barrel now, to be honest with you.
Well,
They're running out. They are serious. We've said this many a time. They are literally running out of trying to find something in science.
Well, this next story is a prime example of this. I think Stevie found this one, and it's awesome. So research at University of Calgary and Hamilton's McMaster University in Canada say their research shows that vape flavorants dull sensory perception and cause hyperactivity in developing zebrafish embryos. How many vaping fish do you know? They need warning. So, if you're not aware, a zebrafish is a fresh, warm water fish belonging to the minnow family, found in South Asia, and it's a popular aquarium fish, often called a tropical fish, although both tropical and subtropical. So let's start this farce, shall we? So they produced a vape aerosol using EVOD atomizers, the kind of device not seen in day-to-day use for many years due to the poor vapor produced and once again its propensity to dry burn due to wicking issues. Yeah? So we'll start with that. They used 50-50 PGVG containing 0 or 12 milligram concentrations of nicotine. And then zebrafish embryos were then bathed in dilutions of the vape aerosol extract. Sounds like they're being a bit of a bastard to me. These poor fish.
Why would you get fish?
Exactly.
And specifically that fish. Why?
Well, it's little and it hasn't got teeth, so it can't take your finger off.
Yeah, can't fight back.
I mean, do we look like fish?
Well, some of us do.
Some members of the species smell like it occasionally.
Ooh, I say.
Sorry.
So the lead author of the study told journalists vape flavors dull sensory perception and cause hyperactivity in developing zebrafish embryos, and then made the ridiculous leap to claim the findings of his fish could link to attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and autism in human children. How?
Really?
How the hell do you make that jump? And he tries to justify that sweeping statement. Vaping during pregnancy exposes the developing baby's brain to chemicals in the vape. Our results suggest flavors have the potential to impact prenatal brain development. We tested the effects of flavored blue raspberry, cinnamon, and unflavored vape liquids with and without nicotine. While the unflavored vapes had no impact, the flavored vapes, even without nicotine, causes profound behavioral change, which was similar to nicotine alone. Vaping during pregnancy exposes the developing baby's brain to chemicals in the vape. Right, where's your proof? Sod the fish, where's your proof?
How can you justify that on fish?
Exactly.
At what point did they think, ooh, fish?
After a night on the piss and watching Monty Python.
It's like, let's play with fish. It's like, no. I mean, it's just totally, no.
The thing is, maybe they're watching Finding Nemo. Oh, that's what happened to Dory.
She vaped.
Isn't it? She vaped. That's it. Now we know.
Now you know.
Nuts and schizo.
Not only does vaping, according to this guy, potentially give you ADHD and autism, but it enables you to speak whale. Fucking my God.
See, that epidemic of autistic fish, I mean, that's been all over papers, that. I mean, the Royal Society for Protection of Dyslexic Fish. I mean, come on.
David Attenborough's not happy, I can tell you. He's ready to kick off.
Plays in his boat.
Yeah,
Gordon Bennett.
They're going to make a remake of The Blue Planet, aren't they? And here is a dyslexic fish. I couldn't believe it when I thought.
Do you call them bowl lickers instead of window lickers?
No. Oh. No.
We goldfish look inside at bowl.
No.
Would one goldfish say to the other goldfish who the fuck's driving this tank?
Oh, for God's sake.
Sorry.
Right. So the Canadian Vape Association have responded to a study linking e-cigs to lung injuries. And And they haven't held back, to be fair. So a large-scale study titled Heating in Vaping Devices as Cause for Lung Injury Study Shows was published in the Journal of American Heart Association and initially set out to explore the effects of vaping on the cardiovascular system. However, claimed the researchers, the study took a different turn when the experiments conducted on rodents suggested that e-cigs with nickel chromium alloy. So this is the study we were just talking about. This is the response from the Canadians. So in response to the claims, the CVA point out that to everyone's shock, insert tongue firmly in cheek, the researchers failed to disclose the study methods, which not only are part of the must-have basic details that every study must contain, but would also in this case have major impact on the obtained results. The researchers failed to provide any detail on the methods used for their vapor exposure system. The lung injury occurred without nicotine, THC or vitamin E additives, and may also have been related to higher wattage of power settings on the e-cigarette device. As the researchers have failed to disclose the atomizer and wattage used for the study, there is no way to verify if the study followed manufacturer guidelines. The CVA then went on to explain why the wattage level and therefore sharing it made a world of difference, because atomizers have varying resistance and have corresponding allowable power settings. If the wattage is too high, the cotton used to absorb the liquids will dry out and can ignite. This would result in smoke instead of vapor. In any practical application, this would not go unnoticed by the user and would be incredibly unpleasant, forcing the user to stop immediately.
Insert no shit, Sherlock.
Indeed. They also asked the question that I asked earlier about the Ivali cases in the country. Atomizers use a variety of metal options, and nickel chromium alloy is not uncommon. If this study were factual, millions of vapors would have already been hospitalised because of Ivali. The UK has approximately 3 million vapors, and the National Health Service have repeatedly stated to date there has been no evidence of lung illness. Meanwhile, an earlier study by award-winning and renowned expert in respiratory health and tobacco harm reduction, Professor Ricardo Pelosa, titled Health Effects in COPD Smokers Who Switch to Electronic Cigarettes, a retrospective, prospective 3-year follow-up, has indicated that patients suffering from the serious chronic obstructive pulmonary disease who had completely switched from cigarettes to e-cigarettes reported improved respiratory symptoms. Meanwhile, those who continued to smoke experienced no change in either measure or in any measure of disease severity. Similarly, a comprehensive review also conducted by Pelosa in August 2019, which was carried out with the aim of analysing the effects of vaping on lung health in comparison to those who smoke, had indicated once again that vaping is much less damaging to the lungs. So, the study abstract says we critically assess published research on the respiratory system investigating the effects of ECs in preclinical models. Clinical studies of people who switch to ECs from tobacco, cigarettes and population surveys. We assess the studies for the quality of their methodology and accuracy of their interpretation to adequately assess the impact of EC on human health, addressing common mistakes and developing robust and realistical methodological recommendations is an urgent priority. Well said, that man.
And well said, that man, for reading all that out.
Thank you.
You're not kidding. That was, and he didn't. I think you breathed.
I did.
Hi, Vic.
Through his gills.
Through his gills.
Through my gills. And finally, a little good news from Europe.
Oh yes, there is that good news, isn't there?
Yes, it's...
That's seriously 2 fingers up.
Oh yes.
Yes, that's a corker, this one.
Sven's not going to be happy. Well, John Dunn anyway. The European Commission has opposed a ban on vaping flavours put forward by the Danish government. Yay! This is according to UK VIA. It's a victory both for vaping and common sense, UK VIA Director John Dunn said in a statement. So Denmark wanted to introduce a flavour ban on both nicotine and non-nicotine containing e-liquids, where only tobacco and menthol flavours would be permitted. According to the Danish Vapors Association, DADAFO, the proposed ban would have affected between 85 and 90% of adult vapers in Denmark, with the potential of driving up to 70,000 Danish ex-smokers back to cigarettes. Them some big numbers. The move would have also forced 90% of vape shops to close, according to DADAFO. The flavours play a hugely important role in encouraging smokers to switch to vaping, a much less harmful product. Crucially, vape flavours provide choice for ex-smokers to ensure they don't relapse. And time again, that has been proven true. You know, the effects of banning flavoured liquids on deterring adult vapers from using vape products to help them quit or reduce their smoking was acknowledged by PHE earlier this year in its annual vaping evidence review. The review has stated that a ban could also push current adult vapers back towards illicit products. And what did they see in New York? They were returning to the fags in their droves.
Yeah, but so what?
Well, yeah.
So what?
According to the European Tobacco Harm Reduction Advocates, the Danish Ministry of Health sent a notification of this to the European Commission on April the 17th, with a standstill period of 3 months during which the Commission had to comment whether it believes the Danish government can legally amend the existing laws as proposed. And as we said, the answer was computer says no. So a little bit of good news there. Takes the pressure off somewhat, because we had seen a lot of European politicians looking at this with great interest.
I think honestly, if it had gone through, I think a lot of other countries in Europe would have followed suit. I really do, because I don't know, there's something not quite right about Europe at the moment when it comes to vaping.
Oh, I say. The Lord of Lewdness, the God of the Gutter, the Saint of Sin is in. Good evening, sinner.
We've also had Mr. Vic in there as well.
Is this Highness in?
Yeah.
Good evening.
We've been mullened.
We've been mullened. Another few of these and I'll be mullered. I don't know about mullered.
But yeah, getting back to what you were saying though, I'm really chuffed about that one.
Oh God, yeah. It was all we need. Holland now needs a break, to be honest, because they are suffering. I know one thing, Tammy. How's it going over in South Africa at the minute? Because you've been getting battered as well, haven't you?
You all right there?
Yeah, I just saw Singer's comment. Apparently, I'm a sexual linguistic connoisseur. Oh, darling.
Hello, Nikki.
I say. Hiya, Nikki.
Mini ZZ drip tip, Mr. Dergaff Allman. What?
Mini ZZ drip tip.
I'll have to start me on new range, Anna. ZZ drip trips.
I say.
What?
He's mentioned almond again.
I don't know where the hell he gets Mark Almond from.
Me neither. Where does he get Mark Almond from?
Oh, yeah.
Look, you're going to have to do a rendition of Tainted Love.
Ain't doing that. I was going to sing a chorus of Ben when you were talking about the
rats.
Studies on the rats, but I thought, no, I better not.
I wish I'd thought of that. I'd have had that in the background.
And the two of us need vape no more.
Look, your lungs are lying on the floor. Oh my God.
So,
Good evening, Pam.
Hello, Pam. going back to what you've just been reading out, the fish bit gets me.
He's still on about the fish. This is what I've been getting all day.
It's
Honest.
the fish.
It's coming up in that chat. But the fish, though.
It's the fish.
How you can make such a sweeping statement about such a serious problem
With fish.
with fish, and to link it then to ADHD and autism, I find that damn right offensive.
Vic put in earlier on, they use zebrafish because that genus is very susceptible to any additives or a drop or increase in pH. They require almost pure water to survive as young fish. I don't know any fish tank or any open body of water that there's a massive bloody vape mod pumping strawberry juice in or whatever.
It's so... I'm not a big fan of, obviously, testing on animals anyway. I find it so a bit creepy, the whole thing. I can appreciate them testing it on cells. I can appreciate that. I understand where the logic... But why would you pick fish out of the whole species of animals to do any test? They're so far removed from us, aren't they?
Stop it. Now, I should just put America will attribute autism to anything, where it would get your medical license removed. I fully agree, mate, but I still find it damn right offensive. Seriously.
See, the thing is, now I'm not going to look at a smoked haddock the same again. You know what I mean?
If you'd only switch to vaping.
Strawberry flavoured haddock.
Oh no, I could go for that.
Oh, no, you're a chef, you eat all that fancy shit.
I mean, it's that fish testing on fish. It goes back to when Adam found that one that they was testing cinnamon juice on sperm, human sperm. And it's did they sit round in some, coffee bar and come up with this idea? I know. Why don't we use fish? Yeah, hey, that's a good idea. So, where does that fish relationship come from?
Vic's just put, I'm going to order a Rochford Project Black Vine vaped haddock at the Chippy tomorrow. Good man. Tammy's just put, well, here in South Africa, it's a bit shifty. Love the country, but I'd trade our leaders to the Americans in a heartbeat. I think the Americans have enough problems of their own already, Tammy.
On about the Americans, I've never known anybody to get coronavirus and get over it so blooming quick.
Yeah. Because it's a miracle cure. He's now going to make sure every American gets it.
Yeah, as long as they pay for it.
He tried that already, didn't he? He tried to make sure every American lady got it, and the judge said no.
Was he on about getting coronavirus or the cure?
Well, yes, true.
Nature Vape, fist bump, hope you're alright, Mark.
Now, Dawn's just put, me too, BFG, have to jump through enough hoops to get any help for autism without twats spouting bollocks. Well said, Dawn.
Yeah, definitely well said.
And Iris has said, I agree, to be honest, I'm sick and tired of hearing my disorder used as an excuse for people to naysay science. Someone recently said to me, 5G will cause autism. Well, no. If ever there was an excuse to pour chlorine into the gene pool, that sort of statement's it. It's ridiculous. He's got the best corona, the best numbers for corona, and everyone says it is the best, the most corona, and the best cure of all time ever in history. Well said, Mr. Mullen.
I mean, he turned around and said it was a God blessing that he got coronavirus.
The man's been vaping too many fish.
Nature Vape, good evening, Mark. How you doing, mate? Frankenmeiser's just put as long as he doesn't blow up the planet. Look, if we could survive, 8 years of Ronnie Reagan? Jesus Christ, my granddad was going senile and we wouldn't give him the TV remote, let alone the big red button, and we managed to survive Ronnie, so... What does this one do, Nancy?
It reminds me of Spitting Image, doesn't it?
Oh, the president's brain is missing. Do, 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 do. P.S. Diarrhea is a symptom of corona. Not verbal, though, Tammy. Not verbal.
Not verbal. And, get in the box. I 100% agree with you. I think it was a publicity stunt.
Whoever put that post up of him as a woman saying, yeah, the cure works, but there's a few side effects. You get my thumbs up, dude, because I was killing myself. Trump got better from corona because even the virus couldn't effing stand him.
And I bet all the doctors who allegedly treated him in hospital were all standing behind it, and they heard that statement from him going, oh no, he's done it again.
You know?
You know,
Pam, smells of fake news. I'd say if you cut it through the core, it would be written in the middle.
I mean, at least when Boris got it, he were off for a while.
Yeah, he was off probably posing topless somewhere for the Russian version of Playboy.
Yeah, but at least he was off. Oh, Trump, he only took a week.
Oh, I like that one, Bill. They managed to cure COVID-19 of Trump. I've got visions of all these viruses huddling together going, I'm not going near Bill. He's got the Trumps. Was Boris ever actually on? Seems he's been shut off for a long time. True.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Hephaestus, all right, mate. Fully appreciated. We don't normally do political, but...
No, we're not. But we're not a political channel. No.
It's a bit of satire now, apart though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's greatest. It's the greatest.
Now, did anybody else see the meme where they got Harold Shipman holding a syringe? And it was, don't worry, Mr. Trump. Ivan has found you the best medical help.
Yeah.
Only thing was Boris was on the pull. Yeah, fair enough. Right, well, I'll tell you what, boys. We've done the news.
We certainly have done the news.
What's
that
next?
was a lot of the news.
That was a huge news, wasn't it? Bloody hell. It's 8:20.
Yeah, it was that news.
Yeah, I mean, that was the news considering there's nothing out there.
Irish. So when's the Ohm Service centre left channel coming?
I think a certain viewer in chat may have something to say if that ever
Yeah.
We need to take a bigger studio for the three of us.
He would, yeah.
But we know a bloke who can build one.
Hey, he's good at woodwork.
Yes, we do, don't we, children?
Yes, we do.
All we do is spike his steak bait with a bit of sugar and bump he's off. You ain't getting my studio.
You've got spares, Victor.
Come on, it's that big. There's enough for us three. How much space do you want?
Yeah, I mean, we can squeeze in with Pod.
Yeah.
Oh no, Pud's coming with us. You think I'm missing out on that chance? No.
Oh, and another thing, Victor, you never replied to my comment when you mentioned the whiskey. Do you need an extra gob to give you a hand to consume said liquid?
I say.
I say, chap.
But of course.
It did post up a couple of nice whiskies, and I thought, sounds nice.
You know, since I've got back on the booze, that is one thing I've not partaken of yet.
What? Whiskey?
What?
Whiskey. I used to like a Talisker.
I've got plenty of whiskey up here. Loads of whiskey up here.
Very partial to some Irish as well.
I ain't got. Well, Irish might let you.
No. No.
Irish, you're in there, kid.
Not unless he's a single malt. No, the Bushmills Green. I love that stuff. Pav, good evening.
Hey, bad fist bump, matey.
Oh, bless you, dude. Craig says probably intentionally forgot to reply.
No, I mean,
Vic wouldn't do that.
I must admit, I haven't touched a whiskey since Christmas Eve.
Oh, now we're talking.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Lagavulin 18, Glenmorangie Santa. Can't make my mind up, so ordered both. Good
Can't fault you, lad. Can't fault you.
Don't even get an invite or nothing.
Oh, bless. No, BFG is partial to Irish. Irish, grab your coat. You've scored.
Told you.
What is Stevie spoken for?
Talking about alcohol, you guys up north have really had it bad, haven't you?
Yeah, we're getting hammered again.
Well, you're not. That's the problem.
Yeah, you literally aren't getting hammered. It looks like we're going to get it next week.
I think the whole country's going to get it again, you know, regarding the likes of pubs and restaurants and stuff. But the hospitality and industry in Scotland's
on its knees from the sounds, right?
It's wonderful. But again, it's the minority that's ruined it for the majority. I mean, I think was it? It wasn't last weekend. There was something like 300 odd house parties broken up in Glasgow alone. Just because it was a holiday weekend up here. But that's something you'll never stop that.
See, the thing is, though, they've shut down obviously the pubs. What is it? 6 o'clock into it.
Yeah, starting
so
tomorrow.
What's going to happen is, I mean, they keep on saying that they've got this the number of 6 in control now, so they've stopped people from visiting each other. But surely, once the pubs are shut at 6 o'clock, they're going to go back to their own houses and drink.
Well, that was an argument that some people were actually putting across, that, you know, because they were talking, they did have the curfew on the pubs at 10 o'clock. And a lot of people were maybe thinking, oh, maybe they'll bring it earlier again and shut the pubs at 9. Pardon me. But all that happened there is, as Matt rightly says, you'll get people going to off licenses. They'll go to bloody Tesco, they'll go to Asda, whatever it is, and buy a massive carry-out alcohol and end up back at somebody's house. And although they're shutting the pubs and doing what they're doing with the pubs in Scotland, or certain parts of Scotland, the Central Belt especially, you'll still get the younger generation heading towards the off sales or the supermarkets, getting an extremely large cargo of alcohol, and they'll be on texting their mates. If you sneak round the back door, I'll let you in. Chap, knock 3 times, and you know the special code, and I'll let you in. Just keep it quiet. We'll turn the music down. We'll have a silent disco in the living room.
I mean, even when we had the big lockdown, when the nation whole was locked down, there was lots of pubs that were having lock-ins. We know that was happening. So it's inevitable. It's human. Should we say it's human nature that will end up just doing. If you can't have a drink in a pub, you'll end up having a drink around your mate's house, and you can't tell me that the police can control that.
Nope.
It's physically impossible. So they're not gaining any. I can't see how shutting a pub at 6 o'clock or even 10 o'clock is going to make any difference. I really can't.
Deals by me, can we all have our youth and go back to drinking in the park, mate? Always, I mean, I did that back in the day, 14, 15, 16 years of age. Well, the thing is, though, the police are actually patrolling the areas now. And if you're seen in a crowd of more than 6, you're basically told disperse or you will be fined. I mean, it happened to Jules. Well, Jules goes dog walking with a few of the neighbours round about. And Jules had actually come into the house when the police had stopped the rest of the group and basically said, if we actually see you out again in a group as big as this walking dogs, we will fine you. And that's people walking dogs. It's not as if they're actually sitting in a park getting pissed. So, and I think to be honest, with the weather, the way the weather's changing up here as well, I don't think you'll get a lot of kids getting bladdered in a park, you know. But as you say, Mark, it's going to get to the stage where they are going to come out of the pub at 6 o'clock in the evening, go straight to an off sales, a shitload of alcohol, and disappear back to somebody's house, and you'll have house parties again. It's an inevitability. I couldn't get that out of him.
It's true though. I mean, it's not a case of if; it's just a case of when. Really?
Yeah.
It's going to happen. It is going to happen. Now, I mean, Nottingham. I was there the weekend that the 10 o'clock curfew came in, and you know the biggest thing that was a problem? Taxis. Because every single body was coming out of that door at the same time, and they all wanted a taxi, and it was causing chaos. And you've got large sort of groups of people waiting around.
You mentioned taxis.
You mentioned taxis.
Mick's here. If you're in the Gainsborough area and you need a reliable taxi service, call for Mick.
Mick's Taxis, Gainsborough.
Now, I'm going to slip this one in.
Ooh, that's what she said.
Slightly different to COVID, but I did mention this. Last week, I had been down and been to It's Not Smoke, and the boys had a very interesting line of premium e-liquids, which at the time was under their label. But if you head over to Facebook and to It's Not Smoke Retford group, they're running a bit of a competition at the minute. So they're launching a line of premium e-liquids. The flavours are awesome. I can tell you now, the flavours are stunning. They really are. Out of 20...
Empty juice. It was empty juice. I wasn't farting. Honestly.
They got 20 flavours as a tester. And I think out of that 20 flavours, I only found 2 that didn't do it for me. For me, that's ridiculous. So... they've not decided for a theme for the brand, but they are interested in going retro. So they're thinking music festivals, hot rods, pin-ups. But they can't think of a name. So if you can come up with a name over on their Facebook page, here's what you get. A full selection of the new range when it launches and a £50 in-store voucher.
Betty juice.
Not a price to be sniffed at. So if you're in the sort of Retford area, which is Worksop, Sheffield, Nottingham, go have a look. Worth entering. But keep an eye out for these juices because they are stunning.
Jules and I did a juice review the other night there. Oh my God.
That bad?
Oh, yeah. But, public service announcement. If anybody who has watched any reviews on King's juices, doesn't matter whether it was myself and Jules or any other reviewer, please do not click on or search the company who was selling. I think it was Vapor Maven, because
Vaping Maven. Yeah, I've done the review of theirs.
There's malware bites are coming up on people's computers.
Really?
Yes. You click on it and what you get is a bum and a pair of hoobies.
Ooh.
So
A pair of what?
click off.
Yeah, I can say 'cause I've reviewed a few of theirs.
So yeah, so it's just a word of warning for people because that's not right. But yeah, that just was. It wasn't very nice at all.
It was very cheap.
I wonder why. From $12.99 to $3.99 a bottle.
I say.
Not nice at all. Certainly not nice at all.
I think I can't remember how many I've reviewed. I've reviewed quite a few, and there's only been a couple that have been all right.
Yeah, I mean we the lemon sherbet, the strawberry, and the cola. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
The cola were horrible.
it's the aftertaste.
the cola ended up. I gave it you, didn't I, BFG? The cola has got like a real chemical taste in the background.
Yes.
You've got that cola, then you've got this real weird chemical taste. Oh, I didn't like that one.
And it lingers on your tongue for a long, long time. But no, we just they're actually sitting over there, I think. Joe said she'll be packaging back up for her patrons, but I think they'd want us. We'll just throw them in the bin.
Well, Dale, if you would like to send a couple, we'll do the review live if you would like.
Yes.
All three of us would gladly review it live for you, Dale, if you would like to do that.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
It would be.
I've put the link into the group in the chat, so if you're interested, just give it a click.
Yeah, if you want to put the link in the Facebook page as well.
I will do, sir. I will do. I shall share the post.
Yeah.
But, yes, they are excellent juices. They really are.
I'm looking forward to. I can only show the one because this is the one that's already been released.
Oh.
Yes, these are the Untold. Our little friend Harley from Vape Mill. His own range. He sent me the full range. He's really, as far as I'm aware of, the review for this, I'm hopefully going to get it done tomorrow. As far as I'm aware of, he's releasing, how many is there? There's 4 in total, and he's releasing them every fortnight. And there's an actual, each one is a chapter, and each one has a story, and it builds up into a full story, the juices. So I'm really looking forward to going through these ones. So thought I'd just mention.
Little Billy wrote his letter to Uncle Jimmy.
Milk the bull. Blindfolded.
Bless you. We'll see if his pineapple coconut's as good as mine. Well said, Bunny.
I like that.
What's that?
Pineapple and coconut.
Always partial to a bit of pineapple and coconut.
Yeah, I've kept away from everybody's reviews until I've looked. I know our Aiden's already put a review up, and I know Flat Cap as well. So I've not watched them yet. So yes, looking forward to it.
No worries.
So fingers crossed. All being well, coming home straight from work tomorrow, and I'll be putting that review up.
Dum dum dum.
Dum 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 dum.
Iris has just put, I don't know why, but I'm imagining pineapple coconut as a euphemism. Well, Irish, you worry me sometimes, dude.
Oh, Gail, bless you. If I do pineapple and coconut with an Ultim drip tape, that would really upset Gail, wouldn't it?
Mike, I'm with you, mate, on the beach. That is a pretty damn hard one to beat, because that coconut in that is awesome.
That is very nice.
The morning... Oh, I still love you, Gail. I wouldn't do that to you. I still love the morning mint.
Early mint.
I think that was absolutely stunning, that. And I'm a person that don't like mint.
I've got half a bottle sat there for when the weather gets really, really cold. And I'm going to sit there watching my favourite film. And I'm going to destroy it. It's my...
Destroy what?
Yeah, I know.
My half bottle of early mint.
All right.
That did sound dodgy, didn't it, Betty?
Yeah. Especially his favourite films, Debbie does.
Yeah, and I'm going to destroy it.
No.
Big huggles, Gail. See you later.
You scared her off now.
See you later, Gail.
Night, Gailey. That's not true. I don't watch Debbie Does Dallas.
God, it's a bit old now, isn't it?
Well, I introduced Firstborn to Crank and Crank 2 the other night.
All right.
I had the kids on Saturday, so he'd never seen it. And halfway through, he just went, Dad, what's this film actually about? Like, I don't know, just enjoy it.
I tell you, talking about films, I know I'm really mega late to the game, like The Gentleman, Guy Ritchie film.
Not seen it yet.
Not seen it.
Bloody brilliant.
Oh, awesome.
It is
Gangster.
absolute. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's free on the, on Amazon telly. Me and Mrs. watched it the other night. Oh, what a corking film.
Worth watching.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely in the vein of Rock and Roller, Lock, Stock.
Oh, brilliant.
And, definitely in that vein.
Oh, I shall get Amazon installed on Shell's TV and we'll
Yeah,
watch
it's
that
definitely
then.
worth a watch. Absolutely brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Sorted. Oh, Craig agrees. What's the other week? Very good. Yes, Dion, I'm looking forward to the new Dune film as well. The trailer, they've got the worms to a T.
Has anyone been
Awesome.
watching Boys?
Yes.
Gone darker.
Yes, but a lot more in line with the comic. A lot more in line with the comic. They've changed Butcher's background.
Yeah, slightly, aren't they?
Yeah, but awesome.
I'm enjoying it.
Really enjoying it.
It's getting a bit more gritty.
Yeah, but it needed to. Yeah, but the comics started off in a similar vein. The first few sort of volumes were fairly light-hearted, but there was still quite a dark undertone to it. Now the TV series seems to have sort of taken the turn. Yes, Paul. Very sad news about Van Halen.
Oh
I
God,
was
yeah.
gutted when I read that. Did you ever see the story about what he did for Dimebag when he was buried?
No.
Dimebag had said he admired Eddie Van Halen's guitar and he wanted a replica making. So at his funeral, Eddie Van Halen actually laid the original guitar in with Dimebag and said Dimebag was a one-off and so was the guitar and they deserved to be together. And I thought that was a really touching thing.
I didn't realise how bad it had got for Eddie, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he'd been fighting cancer for a long time.
I knew he had cancer because he had mouth cancer, didn't he? I knew he'd lost half his tongue
Yeah.
a while back, but obviously, yeah, big respect to him.
Cheers, Pam. Thanks for that. Sorry, Scott asked what film was good.
Oh,
So
The
Pam
Gentleman.
answered it.
Sorry, do apologise.
No, it's cool.
Guy Ritchie.
I do like a bit of Guy Ritchie. Went to see an open air showing of Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels recently. I'll tell you what, that film's as good as ever.
They just don't age, do they?
No, I mean, I watched Snatch the other day.
I love Snatch.
that.
Yeah, Snatch is one of my go-to just chill-out films.
I must admit, Rock and Roller. One I didn't particularly enjoy at first, but I tell you what, that's grown on me.
To be honest, I'm not really a big fan of Guy Ritchie.
I think I like it because you can just switch your head off. There's no intricate subplot or anything. You just watch it and enjoy it.
There's definitely twists in it.
There's twists, but it's not something you have to think hard about, is it?
Oh, God,
Yeah.
you don't have to really think. It's just one of those ones just to chill out.
Liz.
I must admit, I liked his the Sherlock movie that he did. I thought that was good.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed them.
Oh, two right. The King Arthur. No, that was Guy Ritchie as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was enjoyable. Oh, Paul said, went to see Bill and Ted last night. They should have left it at 2 films.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard quite a few
I think
people
man
say
watched
that.
it, They said it was a bit shit, to be honest.
I think when you've left it that long, very. I mean, it was same like with the Train Spotting 2. As much as I enjoyed it, it was just such a world apart from the original Train Spotting.
Just a cash grab.
But the book was very, very different to the original Trainspotting. It was a lot darker, and it was more about the characters having moved on. You know, I enjoyed it. I thought it was brilliant.
Oh yeah, it was a good. Oh, don't get me wrong, it was a good film, but it just didn't have that same feeling at all.
Oh God, no, it hasn't got the upfit. It's very much a darker, much more depressing film. You know, I mean, okay, it's got Spud in it, but yeah,
Spud. Spud's eyes.
just that one scene where he shits the bed,
Yeah.
and tries to go and clean the sheets.
I'm here for your pleasure.
I'm here for your pleasure, because pleasure and your leisure. It's that bit that always gets me where they get off at train and they're in countryside. And he's shite. He's just shite.
Scotland shite, Tommy. Just shite.
I still like the bit where they're banging away and he goes, put the video on. So he puts the video
Yeah.
on. Ranger's greatest hits. Oh.
No, Mark. Take care, kid.
See you later, Mark. Take care,
My
mate.
pleasure is other people's leisure.
Oh, that was brilliant. It's such a good film, that.
Oh,
But saying that when Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels came out, that had the same wow factor.
Oh, God, did it? You know, guns for a show, nice for a pro. Is there some issues we should know about?
Dale, I haven't even watched the first Borat. I just Sasha.
No, I'm not.
It doesn't do it for me, to be honest.
Forget Borat. What's a dictator?
No, that.
I
No.
I love that one.
Sasha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, I just don't like him.
I'd rather set fire to my pubic hair and beat the flames out with a hammer as watch that shit.
Well, at least you wouldn't get the itching then.
What was the one where he was a fashion thing?
Oh, Bruno.
Oh, that was just a bad film. That really was a bad film.
Oh,
Pam.
Dogma
What
now.
a film. Oh, too right.
Dogma. Oh yeah. I'm waiting to watch Bill and Ted Reloaded. Bill and Ted. Brain's gone dead now. Jane Silent Bob.
I've seen it. It's awesome. It's well worth it, and I'm not going to tell you anything, but oh my God.
I've got all the films. I've got like from Clerks. I've even got Clerks, the animated series. What was next? What was after Clerks? Was it Mole Rats? Then Chasing Amy.
Yeah.
Then there was Dogma. Then there was James Silent Bob Returns, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then Clerks 2.
It parodies the remake market so well. Such a great film.
I've seen. If you go on Amazon, there's a documentary about it, about James Silent Bob Reloaded, and it shows you the actual filming of it. So there's a good documentary about it.
Yes, Dale, it was Strike Back.
That's it. Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back. So we've got
Yes.
Clerks, Mole Rats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back, and then Clerks 2.
Clerks 2 was before.
No, one. It was after
Oh,
Jane
Strikes
Silent.
Back.
Yeah, it was after Strikes
Sorry.
Back. Yeah.
Oh, Clerks 2, awesome. But I love Clerks. It's just
Clerks is ace.
especially with the soundtrack. God Almighty, Frustration Incorporated. You know, just that play out, brilliant.
I've still got my Jane Silent Bob figurines somewhere. Where are they? Just over there.
Shit monster for the win. You're not kidding. That's some muse. And I love the idea of the 13th apostle being black. But Alana Morissette as God,
Was perfect.
that was just superb. And that one line. So, a bloke bursts into your bedroom and you coat him in fire retardant chemicals. No wonder you're single. Oh yes, Iris, she inspired me. Oh indeed.
Although I must admit, I prefer her scene in From Dusk Till Dawn with the snake.
Oh,
Well,
easy,
yeah.
Tiger. I'll tell you what, though. Speaking of Alan Rickman, if you get a chance, please try and track down Truly, Madly, Deeply, because you will be laughing and crying equal amounts. What a film! If you ever want to see a raw portrayal of loss, that film is it. God gave the angels the Ken doll treatment. See, I love Alanis Morissette. I like her music. I think she's got a wicked sense of humour.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, Jagged Little Pill, that is an awesome album.
Oh, God, yeah.
It really is. I mean, I know it's old. It's 20-odd years, 30-odd years old now. But that is still a corking album.
Liz, watch Mallrats just for the three-breasted psychic. It's awesome. That and the stink hand.
Oh, yeah, the stink hand. With the pretzels. Chocolate covered pretzels.
I need to go and watch. I've never seen it.
You've never
Mallrats,
seen it?
oh, it's brilliant. Even Shannon Doherty's good.
It's just one of those films. I mean, let's face it. I think even they mentioned it in the sort of like the documentary about it. Really, they was one of the first franchise to have same characters in different, totally different films, but still have the same characters. Before Avengers.
No, take care, mate.
No,
see you
fist
later.
bump.
Will she go down on you in the theatre? Well, yes. I'd rather watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Well, it has its appeal. Yes, Mick. I'd definitely like to watch Buffy again. And the film, not the TV series, because the film was so much camper. It was awesome.
Oh, I had a thing for Willow. Oh. Oh, what were her name now?
Oh, Alison.
Yeah, Alison
Hannigan.
Hannah?
Hannigan.
Yeah. Oh, I had a thing for her. Ooh.
I must admit, Bad Willow was very nice.
Oh, yes, that was even better.
Sorry, Mike. I do apologise. I said Mick, didn't I? I'll get confused between the taxi and the coach.
I named my daughter Willow. Oh, bless you.
Bill says I wanted to be a flute. One time at band camp. See, Constantine.
I like Constantine.
The film was okay. The TV series was way better.
I still haven't watched the TV series. I love the film.
If you read Hellblazer, the TV series is where you should go. Forget Keanu. As much as I love him.
The TV series nailed the comics to a certain extent, but the film just went way off.
Too far off. He was too nice.
Yeah.
But
I just wish to God they hadn't cancelled the TV series. Although did they not bring him back into the Arrow universe again though?
yes, he's back in. What's the time travel one?
Something of the. Oh Christ! Heroes. Something of Tomorrow.
Yeah, Heroes of Tomorrow, Champions of Tomorrow, Masters of Tomorrow, something like that.
I like Constantine, the film, though. I really do.
The film was good, I must admit.
It was watchable. The TV series blew it out of the water. Because he got... Not only did they find somebody who looked like Constantine in Hellblazer, but he acted like him as well.
Yeah.
He was a complete git. Legends of Tomorrow. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you were paying attention.
Legends of Tomorrow.
I watched in 4 days all 3 seasons of Stan Against Evil on Amazon this week. Craig, dude. Yeah, I mean, oh, apparently there's rumours that he's going to be in the new Justice League film. I hope so.
What, Keanu?
No, Constantine, the guy who played
All
Constantine.
right.
Dear God. I must admit, when they cancelled it, I was actually gutted.
Why have they cancelled? Why did they cancel it? Ratings.
I think they were claiming ratings, but it built up a hell of an underground following. You know, I've just seen Jules's comment. I had a thing for Angel. Fuck it, I still have. Good girl.
I used to love the music. The intro to that music was absolutely gorgeous.
Darling Violetta, Sanctuary. That's what you need to look for. It is available on YouTube, and if you happen to be able to rip it, you know.
But you can't do things like that.
No.
That's naughty.
It is. It's very naughty. The song You Ought to Know was written about Dave Collier as they dated for a while before she was 18, then he dumped her.
Really?
That's back to Alanis Morissette. Yes. That is a cracking tune, though. You ought to know. I think that one album, Jagged Little Pill, that's the one album you should have on standby. If you
God, yeah.
Yeah. If something goes wrong with a relationship, you want that album playing in the background. I find that hard to believe Irish, but keep him a smoking bisexual asshole who gets everyone killed, but the network didn't want it. Cyberpunk the game just remembered. Now there is one film I would love them to make, Camp Zero. You know the old William Gibson cyber books?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk books. Isn't it about time they got made into films? Because we have the technology now.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
I would love to see those. Mona Lisa Overdrive, Neuromancer. You know, there's so much really good material out there. And what do we get? Godzilla remakes.
Like we need another Godzilla.
The way this year's going, he's likely to turn up, mate.
Let's not talk about that. Loving it. So, Betty, is there anything that you are suggesting that we ought to watch?
I don't know. I'm starting to watch a hell of a lot of older stuff now. I mean, Jules and I are watching Ashes to Ashes at the moment.
Awesome.
Because I never watched. Well, we never watched it when it was originally out on BBC.
You're joking. I'm on my 6th or 7th rewatch of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Me, I still prefer Life on Mars.
Yeah.
I think Life on Mars was just that. I don't know, that bit better. But yeah, I do like Ashes to Ashes.
I mean, mate, I must admit with Mike, they need to make films out there of War Saga books.
I like Pam's suggestion, Nemesis the Warlock. Do you remember that from 2000 AD? With Torquemada? That would make a fantastic film. Oh, Paul, I love you.
Yes, the new Bond film has been postponed again.
Oh dear, what a pity, how sad.
Do you know something?
What else? Is there not another film being postponed as well to 2021? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Is it 2022? Did they not say there was another one that was supposed to come out as well? It's been.
What, Wonder Woman 84? I hope not.
Something like that, yeah. Rocky 1000.
See, the problem is, I mean, let's face it, with COVID, you can understand why. I mean, there's this cinema group that's just shut down, aren't there? Is it Cineworld?
Cineworld, yeah. Cineworld that are closing. I think that are there not some of them, they're only opening up at the weekends. They're not opening during the week, Monday to Friday. Sorry, Monday to Thursday. They're opening Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
Well, it doesn't help. I happened to be down in Nottingham, and Littleton decided to want to go to cinema with her mate. Yeah. So she's got her cash. She went into cinema. Would they take cash? Would they heck? They demanded that it was cashless payment. Yeah. How the hell are youngins gonna have a bank card?
To Black Country, as far as I'm aware of, they're not doing the Books of Blood. They're doing Cabal. They're going to do a TV series of it.
Oh, that should be good.
That is actually going to go ahead.
Excellent.
Because there's bits and pieces already out of Clive Barker and the Book of Bloods. Because you've got the Midnight Meat Train and you've got the other one. I can't think of its name now. Offhand. But I know they're definitely doing the Cabal TV series, which was going to be awesome.
Well said, Irish. Linda Carter will always be the best Wonder Woman.
Oh, definitely.
I still want to know where her handbag went.
Oh, she had the most gorgeous eyes.
Yeah, the handbag was nice and all. Where did it go?
I think she tucked it down the back of those knickers every time she turned around, as if she'd a nappy on.
That was a hell of a booty.
Pam wants a remake of Blade 7, and I totally agree with you.
Oh, God, that'd be awesome.
Talking of booties.
Oh, yes.
That's an interesting question. Do you guys like the way TV has gone these days?
I don't watch much mainstream TV these days.
I don't.
Neither do I, to be honest.
I watch a lot more of video on demand and stuff. I've just been recently enjoying Blake 7, strangely enough. I've caught up with the whole series.
I'm halfway through.
But absolutely superb.
I think TV's changed so much now. It's not... I think when we were kids, TV was a family event. You all sat down as a family and watched television, and normally it was the dad that was in charge of what you were watching.
I think there's too many bloody reality TV shows and too many of these let's make a pop star out of a total has-been show. You know, that just pisses me off. Andy,
now you're talking.
There you go, yeah, UFO.
Do you know what I've been watching? We've now got on Freeview Sky Arts. That's been absolutely brilliant, but they've been putting Tales of the Unexpected on.
Oh, yes.
I've thoroughly enjoyed me watching them.
Frank Miser, if you go search for Blake 7 on YouTube, there is a channel with virtually every single episode of Blake 7 available. I don't think I've got the link on here. I might have. If I can find it, I will stick it up for you.
But yeah, I just don't watch mainstream television anymore. At all. Because all it is bake-offs, dancing, sew-offs. So like, just
should be F-offs.
Yeah, and then it's all this reality bollocks. No, I just don't watch it. I think the only bit of normal telly that I actually two shows I watch. One is The Repair Shop, and the other one is The Restorers. And I think that's the only normal television I ever watch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Dion. I mean, recently I've been watching a hell of a lot of things on YouTube. Obviously, everybody knows that we moved house and all the rest of it. So my DIY skills have been put to the test, to be honest with you. And YouTube it's a great platform for getting tips and shit like that, you know. And if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have been building half the stuff that I've built. And it's one of those ones. It's a case of I watch something that I want to make or something similar, and once I make it, I want to take it to that next step. I want to make something else and then go on for there and there, you know. And God knows where it'll end up.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a normal. I mean, I've got to the point now that I'm not really watching any vaping things. I'm watching other stuff. I mean, I watch a lot of a guy called Rat Rod Bob, and he builds rat rods. It's just a bloke. He's a retired gentleman, and he builds rat rods. It's not all singing and dancing. It's not posh or all like that. It's just him building rat rods, and I absolutely love it. And I've also been watching wood turning.
Yeah.
Oh, that is absolutely fascinating. I love watching that kind of stuff. But you sort of like you'll watch one, and then you get your suggestions, and then you'll end up on something else. And by the time you finish, you've spent 4 hours on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean the YouTube's great for old movies, old obscure movies. I watched Damnation Alley not that long ago.
Well, if you want a copy, I've got 2 versions of it.
Have you?
Yeah, sorry.
I thought I enjoyed watching that again.
I loved Damnation Alley when I was a kid. Do you know what we watched the other night as well? Philadelphia Experiment #2.
Right.
Oh, that's good. I enjoyed that. Oh, here we go.
You got it.
Don't think it's got everything, but it's the one that I used to watch quite a lot. There you go.
There you go. You've got a bit of Blake 7. Well, guys, we're up to the 2-hour mark. Are we carrying on for a bit longer, or are we calling it a day?
Dear God, what time are we up to?
It's 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. It's up to you, boys.
Yeah, Irish, the Fifth Elephant. I love watching that. It's just one of those movies you can just switch off and just.
Oh, Fifth Element. Oh yeah, it's got Millie in it.
Yeah, Lulu.
Anything that's got Millie in it.
Easy boy.
What? There's nothing wrong with her. She's a beautiful formed figured lady.
Oh, here you go. If you want an awesome series to watch on YouTube, search for Project Binky, converting a classic Mini to have a Celica GT4 engine and running gear.
Cool. See, I love watching, whatchamacallit, Gas Monkey, Fast and Loud. I like that one, and Bitchin' Rides, which is the King Diggit.
Night, Pam.
Night, Pam.
Night, Pam.
Take care, love. Huggles.
I used to enjoy watching it. What was the one that was set in Las Vegas with the rat rods? It was all the diesel stuff. What was that?
Oh, blooming it. Yeah, I did. Oh, Weldrup.
Yeah.
Weldrup Garage. Yeah, they were good.
I used to enjoy that.
I used to like the Diesel Brothers as well. Everything was big.
Oh, Richard Rollins is a pain in the ass, I must admit.
Oh, yeah, I used to like it when Aaron were on it more than all else.
Yeah. I'm with Andy. Bring back Scrap Heap Challenge.
Yeah, I used to love that Scrap Heap Challenge.
One of our close friends was on it. He was part of the Megalomaniacs.
Really? They did really well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Who were the ones from down south?
Was that the Proper Job? Those ones.
The Proper Job. That's it. Proper Jobs. Oh, they were ace. They were. What?
God, I do miss Scrap Heap Challenge. It was the bathtub speedboat one that had my heart in my mouth because I envisioned these poor buggers drowning.
What's the plug for? Get it back in.
Oh, Frank. He had a high school friend that dropped a 327 Ci V8 into a Chevy Vega. Oh my God. The equivalent of probably dropping a V8 into a bleeding Robin Fly.
1 second.
Oh, he's going somewhere. I say. Right, he's gone. What do we do now, Stevie?
I don't know. Peenie's chair, something like that.
Oh, actually, the Chevy Vega. Very similar sort of look to a Capri. Oh, God, a V8 in the front of that. Ooh.
Right, so who's up for cancelling the expo and do a Vapor Scrap Heap challenge? That would be hilarious.
What, you got to build a hard-on from a...
Yeah, a pile of scrap mods sitting in a corner.
Dear God, Frank. That must have been some car. Oh, hold on. Oh, Frank. This one's for you, mate. This.
That's kind of something I would always have loved to have done with my dad. I never get the chance. It was basically building a hot rod.
Check that link out I've just posted, Frank. Oh, God, yeah. I'd have loved to have done that, but my old man cars just didn't mix.
Yeah, my old man was a panel beater, so you know, he had that side of it down pat, but we never ever get the chance to do it. I mean, he always loved these. He loved these Volkswagen Beetles.
I needed a wee.
Yeah, so do I actually. I need to go for a tinkle.
I need more juice.
It's my turn to bugger off. I'll be back in a sec.
I had to go. Sorry, it was no good.
Give me 2 secs, because I need juice.
What, you going to leave me on my own?
I'll be 2 secs.
You can leave me on my own. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do.
Yeah.
Do-do-do.
The joys of being in a small flat.
I did need the bathroom. That's very true. I did.
Bless his little cotton socks.
Yeah. Well, the tablets I'm on, it makes you go regularly.
Told you it was good, Frank. No, I just looked up that Chevy Vega that Frank was talking about. And it, very similar in looks to a Capri.
All right.
But stick a V8 in that. Jesus Christ. But there's a link I put up in chat for a Chevy Vega. It's called Vagabond, and it's a Pro Street 2019. That is some car.
Ronster wants to build a Mark 1 Ford Escort. Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
I want a rat rod.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The thing is, would we get away with it?
Well, you get it on a Q plate.
Yeah. But the long arm of the law is likely to take a lot of interest in something looking that old and battered.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's not exactly like in America, is it? You'd be all right on shows and things like that, but using it daily, you'd never
get away with it, would you?
You would not, no.
The Crossflow engine was a dream to work on. Ooh.
Feel better now?
Yeah.
Lighter.
Yeah, that pressing.
Oh, there we are. Black Country says, watch Red Victor on YouTube, a Vauxhall Victor with a 2,000 brake horsepower engine, and it's still road legal.
Awesome.
Dear God. Dale says a friend of his just won one of the car raffles for a Mark II Ford Escort, fully stripped, caged, 2.3 litre turbo engine, pushing 320 brake horse, valued at 50k. It's an animal, and it cost him 50 quid in raffle tickets.
Wow.
Jesus.
I'd hate to imagine how many people put in for that one.
Oh. See, God, a Mark II Escort with that.
I tell you what. One program that I do not like is Goblin Garage.
Not seen it.
Oh, they just destroy stuff. They do. They pimped a blooming Land Rover. They had a Land Rover. I think it was a Series 2. I think it was either a 71 or a 72 they got. And they destroyed it. They absolutely destroyed it. They got rid of they turned it into a low rider Land Rover. Yeah? And it's like, what the... Honestly, I hate that then. They're just crap. They destroy everything they have.
Irish, you can go off, people. The long arm of the law would take a lot of interest in something that old and battered. I take it you've had a lot of conversations with the police, MVFG. Git.
Hephaestus, cheers, buddy.
Simon says his mate had a Rover V8 with the 3.5 Vitesse with NOS in it. Jesus. You need to look up Roadkill on YouTube, apparently.
Yeah, I've seen Roadkill. Yeah, they've been going for quite a while. In fact, you can get Roadkill on Amazon as well.
I'll have to have a shufty at that.
Yeah, they normally sort of like just dig out old blooming anything just to get it running. It's ace.
Sorry, my phone's blowing up for some reason. What on earth's going off?
Do you remember the night we did the book show?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
This goes out to chat. Someone in chat, I had read the Mortal Engines series of books by Philip Reeve, and somebody in chat said they wanted to read them. If the person who's in chat, I can't remember who it was, if the person who asked or said about those books that they wanted to read them, if you want them, I've got the full set here. Either send me a message or send Mark a message on the email with your address, and I'll get the book sent off to you.
Oh, that's awesome, that.
Oh, dude.
Just come into my head there just now. I just thought, God, I better remember about that. So whoever it was, if you've not bought them and you still want to read them, just either send me a message or Mark a message, and I'll get the book sent to you.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That. Well, emails on top of screen. Oh, pardon me.
Matt, good evening, sir.
You all right, Matty?
Hi, Matt. How you doing?
Now, if you want to talk dart, Mr. Chandler, Sunday night when we were playing, it was an online version of Cards Against Humanity. And I thought I was a twisted puppy. It was a cracker. But if you want to check it out, it is over on Grizz's Twitch account. So it's Grizz Vapes.
Talking about films and games, did you know there's a board game now for They Live?
No.
Yep. My mate at work, Gareth, he's really heavily into his board games, you know, your Warhammer type games. And this American company, I think it's an American company, they've brought out a game for They Live, and you have to put the glasses on as well.
Excellent. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. The legend that is Grizz is with us as well.
Hello, Grizzly.
How you doing, dude?
That's another film I need to watch now, Mark.
Oh, They Live. Oh, I love that film.
What a film. What a film. The best game ever. That I'd never played Cards Against Humanity, so when Grizz sort of said, do you want to play? It was great. It was absolutely brilliant. But it was twisted and I didn't... Cards Against Muggles. So yes, if you haven't been over to Grizzly's Twitch channel, get yourself over, give it a cheeky subscribe or a follow. He'd appreciate it. There's all sorts on there. And if you want to see what he looks like with the Wolverine avatar, it's the place to do it. Bet that hasn't even been opened. Oh, God. So that Cards Against Muggles, I take it that's a Harry Potter sort of themed.
Never been opened.
I'm just intrigued. I mean, Cards Against Muggles, it sort of brings all sorts of Hermione cracks to mind. And
Pardon?
Pardon?
no, not that sort of.
What? Hermione's crack?
Leviosa. Stop it, will you?
You're the one guy that's coming out with it.
I meant as in wisecracks, not as in the JJ.
The JJ? What's a JJ?
Oh, now, Mike. Dime bar ice cream. Fucking hell.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, stop it, will you?
There's a troll!
That's a scary thought, though, because I mentioned Hermione's crack and he comes up with num 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 dime bar ice cream. I say. Star Trek Discovery Season 3, October the 16th on Netflix. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, I am actually looking forward to it, to be honest with you.
You know, I watch it, but I don't know, it's too far fetched, if you know what I mean. Considering it was pre-Enterprise ish, but the science and technology that they're showing in that show is even more advanced than the Next Generation.
Yeah, I think you've got to just. I think sometimes you're writing, you read into too much. I think you just need to enjoy it as a series.
What it is.
You just enjoy it for what it is. I mean, you can pick spots with all of them through generations all the way to sort of like Enterprise. You can pick spots out of everything, but I enjoyed it as a series on its own.
You were saying Zan says it's only one episode, but
That is the best quote from They Live. I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
See, I enjoyed Discovery. I really did. I thought it was a little bit different. But, yeah, it's not quite Star Trekky, if that makes any sense.
Bisley's just put, I leave the room for 2 seconds and you guys start talking about Hermione's bits. You guys would make a good Quiplash team. That was the name of the game, Quiplash. It was awesome. It got a little biological, shall we say, but...
There's nothing wrong with being a little bit biological.
It helps if you've had a few beers. I discovered that. And Kira's answer for what the first man who used the toilet, that just damn, that was dark. But as I say, if you want to find out, you'll have to go over and watch the video over on the Twitch channel. Discovery sucks. What's the first 4 and lost interest? Gav, give it a chance. It gets better.
It does. It really does get there. I enjoyed it.
Quiplash is great if you have no filter. You're not kidding, Mike. I'd never heard of this game before. There I was, innocent little virgin to it. And then all these nasty boys started playing.
So I haven't got a clue what game you're playing.
is that for that? Is that Jackbox? Is that?
Yeah, it's their version of Cards Against Humanity. Yeah. It's awesome. You really do need to be in a group of people who get that kind of humour. You do, because you don't want a snowflake with you.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, hell no.
Anybody who's easily offended should not play Quiplash.
Who discovered you could milk a cow? He was doing.
Matt, was that at my comment about being an innocent little virgin to the game and then the bad boys started? Mr. Chandler appears to disagree with that.
Oh, Galerbox plays it as well. I've never played it. So what's the general...
You get sort of questions and it leaves a blank. So one of the questions was, what's a name for a discrete adult channel on cable TV? And you can imagine the replies you got. Or come up with something that explains the acronym PIL. And some of the answers got very, very dark.
Late night viewing.
Oh, definitely. It was funny. It was so funny. Oh, God. We need to get SoulOhm in for a game. Matt, you would never recover. There is a darkness to Mark.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying...
I am sweet and innocent. Don't you dare.
There's cards like, I mean, here's one. Donald Trump has nominated blank for his VP. And there's 3 answers here. You can put annoying sense of dread, whipping lower class men into a xenophobic frenzy, or making Islam illegal.
Whipping lower class men into a xenophobic frenzy. Oh God, Mark and Vic playing. That'd be awesome. We'd never be able to publish the video. That would be awesome.
I don't know what you mean.
Hale says the best thing I ever witnessed. He was playing with Ben and his dad dropping a card about his biggest mistake being a broken condom. He nearly died laughing.
Night, Gav.
Take care, mate.
So Irish is asking, how dark can Mark get? Like on a scale of 1 to Irish level of dark.
I'd put him up there on the Irish level of dark. I would.
Oh,
Kira
Lord
said,
John, big fist bump.
Thank you very much.
Hi, John. Kira says, I don't think it was as dark as it could have been. No, because we were behaving.
Well, I'll definitely buy him a scotch in November.
Oh, yes, definitely. We might have to nick Vic's, but we'll buy you one, mate.
No, it's our Aiden, because he's doing for Stocktober.
Oh, true.
Yeah, he's in his first week.
He's doing well.
He's doing really, really well.
Yep.
My little bro.
I find it hard to believe, Liz. Kira, if there's ever a replay, for God's sake, send me a message, will you?
So it could have been really dark then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yes.
I mean, there's some of the questions, but the answers are so near the knuckle. You're like, oh my God, would you? Yeah, go on.
Matt Chandler, what be this twitch? Do you need a doctor? No, it's penis land, you know. Cheers, Kira. I'll tell you what, Shell's daughter, they have the peeve of the week over on the Misfits, and Kira's rant. Apparently, Charlotte was wetting herself. Bless her.
I have never heard of this game, so I will be very intrigued.
Oh, it's awesome. It is. Just turn your filter off and enjoy.
Me have a filter? Don't know what you mean.
Apparently, Big G and Vaping Irish are the ones to watch on Quiplash. And Mike says my filter kicks in after I answer the questions. It's like, damn, did I really just say that?
Yeah, we'll have to do something like that on our show. No?
No. If we do it under a pseudonym on a different channel.
Right, yeah. We'll do it on your channel.
Oh, feel free, Sim. Feel free. Because we're not doing it on yours. No.
Oh, you make it sound like my channel's so sweet and innocent. Well,
It was until we appeared.
well, that's true, yeah.
Wait a minute, why am I getting dragged into that?
Oh, wait a minute. Who normally drops the bomb and then watches somebody else try and defuse it?
Blooming ex-soul, I'm getting controversial. Nah.
Oh, bless you. Right, well, it's rapidly heading to 9:30.
It is,
boys.
yeah.
I think
And I've
it's
got to go
time-
and sort me my lifestyle out.
Really? The ball gag again?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it's
I say.
maybe recreational drugs.
That and the gimp suit.
Yeah, that and my gimp suit. Yeah.
Okay. You've been looking on Wish again.
Next, Stevie will be saying he's innocent.
Well, you can say it.
Yeah, but it means Santa doesn't drop you a present off this year.
Oh, dear.
We'd have to ask Jules that question. I'm not trusting Mr. Porter's answer.
There's no Santa this year. The bastard got COVID-19 and died.
No!
No, not the sprouts again.
Oh, Jules made me sprouts the other day. It was a Sunday for my dinner, and I was like, on the end of the fork, do I or don't I? It was one of those. I could just see this bum.
Jules says you're not innocent. There we are.
Night, Gail. Take care, sweetheart.
Take care, darling. Uggles again.
Uggles. Right, are we going to wrap the show up, kiddos?
I think we ought to, darlings. Right, well, chat, thank you so much. It's been such a laugh. Guys from the Misfits, thank you for joining. It's been lovely. Especially when I sort of think about my answers to the... No.
We'll not go there.
We won't. Not on this, no.
No.
Spanners, thank you so much, guys. Remember to bob over to It's Not Smoke's Facebook channel. Have a go at that competition. Well worth having a go. And I'll hand it over to Betty.
Yeah, Steve says, guys, in chat, thanks very much for joining us. Just rambling on for a few hours, just talking crap as per usual. But for some reason, you always seem to tune in week after week. Steve and Mark, thanks again for not kicking me out
Leave it out, son.
for another week. And yeah, guys, everybody, listen, keep safe out there, guys, and we'll see you here again, same time next week. So, keep the faith, people. Bye. And we'll hand it over.
Right, over to me then. Betty, BFG, thank you for a lovely show. I really do enjoy my Thursdays. I know we sort of like haven't had a main topic or anything like that for the last couple of weeks, but it's been nice just to chill out and just chew the fat and just have a chinwag, and especially with you guys in chat as well. Thoroughly enjoyed it. If you've got any things that you'd like us to talk about, if there's anything, on topic, slap it in the Facebook page or message one of us if there's anything that's been bugbearing you or anything like that in the vaping world, or something that you'd like us three to talk about, any topics. Just slap it either in the Facebook page or give us a message. We're always open to suggestions that obviously we want to talk about and things like that. It'd be awesome. So from me, Betty and BFG, and you guys in chat, thank you so much. Spanners, thank you as well for this extended version of the Ohm Service Live. So we will catch you all next week on Thursday, 7:30, same channel as always. So bye.
Bye.
Outro.
Adios, muchachos.
If you're watching the catch up, hello. Matt says I've got a funny rash at SoulOhm. The leeches don't work.
Oh, you've got to use leeches. Leeches are the future, I'm telling you.
Especially when you have trouble with your manservant.
Yeah. Either that or fish sperm.
Oh no, we're not back onto the bloody zebrafish again, are we? Stop selling vapes to animals, you bastards.